speak in opposition to Obamacare. But the focus should be is in making Washington, D.C. listen to the American people and respond to the very real harms that Obamacare is causing millions of people.
However, in Tea-Party la-la land,
Ted Cruz trying to get Obamacare defunded and so on. Even the most impossible practice.
what you are doing makes no sense.
My friend from Texas is like a schoolyard boy.
Not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them anyway.
My glasses. I don't know.
I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am. If standing for liberty and standing for the Constitution makes you a wacko bird, then count me a proud wacko bird. The empire will strike back.
It is very clear there will be consequences.
But at the end of the day, I think the Rebel Alliance, I think the people will prevail. God bless Collin County. And God bless Texas.
Oh, yes.
Now, everyone have a seat. I want you guys just to imagine Bill Whittle
I need my glasses.
negotiating on behalf of the United States of America with the Iranian mullahs.
Abby, they're in front of your feet. Thank you.
Now, let me just ask you, how quick do you think it would be before they padlocked and shut down those centrifuges? I'll also note that little clip, which I didn't know was going to be played, that actually contained a bit of an homage to Mr. Whittle, which is, if you go online and see the many things he's done, he has, when he talks about Republicans needing to be rebranded, sometimes he talks about the fact that we sound often like a whole bunch of accountants with green eye shades looking at our shoes. And by the way, you know how you tell an accountant who's an extrovert? He looks at your shoes when he's talking.
All right, I'm an accountant.
But what Bill has said is, look, Republicans, we don't know how to sell conservative values. We ought to be talking to people, and he's drawn the Star Wars analogy. We are fighting against the empire, this oppressive regime. And this is a rebel alliance of people who are standing up for freedom. But you know what? It's too much for you. Don't worry about it. That's too much for you. He paints that picture, and so that homage of the alliance will prevail was actually in the middle of the filibuster, was referencing Mr. Whittle, and indeed I turned to my good friend Mike Lee and said, we are standing against the empire here. And indeed, any minute now, I'm expecting a large man in a black metal breathing apparatus to walk in and say, Mike Lee, I am your father. So that was inspired by Bill. Now, I'll tell you, the last week or so, it's been pretty cold.
Yeah.
It's been really cold.
Yeah.
Al Gore told us this wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
2 weeks ago, I am told that President Obama said he will admit Obamacare is a disaster when hell freezes up.
Well, it's there. All right.
Last week, Washington, D.C. was covered in ice.
the hell in
It
Norway.
was so cold. I could have sworn I saw a Democrat with his hands in his own pocket.
Yeah.
I also want to take a moment to apologize if there are any Alabama football fans here. You know, I feel obliged to do that because I was coming here. This is a place of worship, and yet Alabama football fans are being forced to gaze at field goal posts and relive that Auburn game. And so I'm sorry. That's a hard thing for any Alabama fans. Well, I'm thrilled y'all are here today. And I can promise you one thing. I will do my very, very best to speak for under 21 hours. You will know I'm